Hello, Galaxy. Chris Perillo here. The real party is happening over on MakerDeck. As the title suggests, we made partner today. Science! Hey, we made it! The path to partner is complete. Science is another channel that is on the path to partner. So let's see if we can do a shout out here to Science. I did a shout out to MakerDeck earlier, so yeah, okay, there it went through. Yeah, so I got the email this afternoon. I was in line, waiting in line. I'm like, it was a Twitch email. I'm like, said, I can't remember what it said now, but it's like, congratulations or whatever. I'm like, oh man, we got the email. So immediately I fired off a note to, I wanted to get Liz on the phone with Krusty, and Krusty picked up, but Liz didn't. And I'm like, oh, come on. I don't want to just write it out, but Liz couldn't take the call. So I just took a screen grab. Here's a screen grab, send it away. And of course we were all happy. So, yeah, MakerDeck is now a partner. We have the check. I am now the manager of 2 partnered channels on Twitch, which is amazing.
Subscribed for 5 months. Hello.
Thank you, BTW Scotch. Thank you very, very, very much. Polymaker, yes! Head over to yes, stay here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I'm using your Polymaker Silk, the purple, because I printed the partner badge to put over the MakerDeck logo. That K2 design. And so this is basically, I'm gonna print a white thing to go behind it, but then we're gonna have the check over it. Hey Bear, SI 3D printing. I think Bear is currently printing on MakerDeck. That's where the party's happening. So we turned on the audio. We had a little happy hour. We made the announcement tonight at 5 p.m. So even though I got the email at noon, we're like, no, we don't want to just turn it on. Let's wait and do it right at 5 p.m. And so we turned it on. And at 5 p.m., I agreed to the terms of service, and we're public. We've got a check. We have a check. We are officially checked. We checked all the boxes. In fact, here, let me show you here. How do I do this? Okay, give me a second. Here, watch this. There's the check. You see the comment there in chat? There's the check. You see the check? MakerDeck has a check. We are officially checked. Check your deck with the check marks. You're in both spaces. Nice. And thank you for saying worth the $5 a month. I appreciate that, BTW Scotch, for sure. Hey, Creative Bear. I gave you a shout out earlier, and I thought you streamed, but I guess it's just Pam who does. Either way, happy to say that. Hey, BC. You're coming in on a good night. Westry1, thank you.
_3D rated my stream with 16 viewers.
Thank you, Westry1, for the congratulations. And BC, and assumedly Royal know me, MakerDeck made partner today. MakerDeck is officially a Twitch partner as of today. That I know of. Are there other virtual maker spaces that build themselves as such on Twitch? There probably are, people who 3D print. But as a group, there are definitely those out there, but I think we're one of the first partners for a 24/7 virtual makerspace on Twitch. I don't know. I can't back that up, but it's just nice to be one of them. So it's nice to be one of the partners on Twitch. It's very nice. So we're excited about that. Yay! So if you missed the Discord announcement, you missed the tweets, and you missed us chatting away over there, that was the big thing. That was the huge, gigantically enormous thing that happened today. Very happy to have attained that, because we weren't sure. We were able to apply for it almost immediately. Partner. We hit affiliate pretty quickly. We were able to apply for partner quickly, but when we could apply for partner, we'd written out a huge long thing. It was just long. I think Twitch, they took their time, and I think they may have given us 6 months before saying yes. I don't know. I don't know the process, Twitch, but just to make sure we had staying power, and we do, and we did, and we will. We're just beginning. Absolutely just beginning. The advantage of partner, manyfold. Sub emotes. So I believe that we can do more with the emotes. We can actually have an M in the middle of the MakerDeck logo now, so we'll be swapping that out. We also do get a higher cut from revenue, at least from subs, which is also very helpful because we do want to grow the team. Then there are other benefits and bonuses. Priority support, front page. So that's one of the first things I want. Hang on, I gotta write that down. I want to get featured on front page. Front page. That's the big one. Because imagine going to Twitch and seeing makers right up front on the front page. So I'm definitely going to angle for front page rotation. Darth Gallum, good to see you. SI3D Print, just the fact you were able to average 75 viewers for 24/7 is huge. We did average. In fact, we averaged, as soon as we hit that 75 mark, we applied for partner and we've largely maintained the 75 viewer average. For a few days last week, we dipped under on average. But I feel like we have a foundation. We have a great place to go and grow. Now that we're a partner, it legitimizes, really truly legitimizes what it is that we want to do. Really, truly. Anybody can get a Twitch channel. It's great. Moving to Twitch partnership, it just shows that you've got a serious commitment to your channel, and there are enough people out there who also see that, and MakerDeck was just so different from a traditional personality-driven stream that it was a risk. It honestly was. There was a risk we would never make partner. No, it was never promised. It was never promised. So I'm very glad. I'm glad that we were able to do it. I'm glad we were able to pull it off. Thank you, Mad Cats. Appreciate it. It's exciting. It's like, when I first started using Twitch, it was when they were giving everybody partners. So there was no qualification. I just said, hey, I'm using YouTube. I'm thinking about using Twitch. I'm like, oh, great. You're a partner. And granted, I was using, Twitch from the early days of Justin TV. So I was kind of, legacied in. But yes, we made partner today, MayBC. And by the way, what were you doing? Is Royal Nomi and BC still here? What were y'all up to today? I assume you were making. I assume you were 3D printing. I could be wrong. I could be completely incorrect. And by the way, thank you, Candy Cane 1970, for following. Very appreciated. Happy to have you here. Not sure what brings you in. I always appreciate knowing, what really gets people to follow. Right? With MakerDeck, it's pretty obvious. They're interested in makers. But here, because I'm such a variety streamer, you never really know. You never know what you're gonna get. Hello, Wolfman Crab Arms. How does that work? Wolfman Crab Arms? Crabs. Every time now I think of crabs, I'm thinking like from the show House of the Dragon. All the crabs. Oh my god. Half wolf, half man crab arms. Well, that makes sense. I don't want to know which half. Honestly. You were in covering a printer you're giving away in collaboration with DB3D Dan. Oh, nice, DBC. So you're giving away a printer. We have not done giveaways in the longest time. We did maybe a few of them on MakerDeck, but we just launched the MakerDeck Opportunities for Makers program, which is less about giveaways, just random giveaways, and more about getting things to makers. All that information, of course, is in the Discord chat server for MakerDeck. It was a what, BC? Sorry, that cut off. Did you know? Yes, Polymaker, I learned that you absconded with the giant MakerDeck logo. You got the giant version of this. But here's what you got to do now. Nick, what you got to do is you got to print K2's purple check to put over the top of it so that it's like check. So then you can have it like check. So appreciate you taking that off Liz's hands. You currently have the biggest MakerDeck logo in the world. Wait until Joel prints one. Maybe one day he will. Digital art to raise money for a friend who got in a car accident. Oh, you're doing that, maybe. See? What's next for MakerDeck? Onward and upward. We were talking about this. More live shows. I want to start doing a live weekly interview series on MakerDeck with other makers and creators. I think that would be a great place to do it. I also know that we're on the cusp of launching a Patreon. So that would be also very helpful. So I only have one Discord now. I mean, it was the Legacy Discord. I converted my Chris Perillo Discord to the MakerDeck Discord. It was just easier to do that way. And it was mostly seamless because a lot of people who were joining were makers in the later years of the Discord chat server. I have debated putting up my own. I mean, I know everyone's got their own server, but like with YouTube being all about tech, I thought about setting up just a tech-only Discord server. It's just, having to manage it and knowing people would go and all that. I'm not so sure. I'm keen on that. It was an Ender 3. You refurbed and DB3D Dan's clipperizing it. Oh, nice. Microswiss extruder. Microswiss donated. No, wow. That's amazing. That's awesome, BC. It's so good to see so many other people, helping others who might not otherwise have printers or even filament. It is really good to see. We feel we've got a pretty good, we've got a good foundation here happening on Twitch. They're really, all y'all are really good people out there. And so thank you from me, the person who came up with the wacky idea 6 months ago, from me to you, for helping make MakerDeck partner. You did. Couldn't have done it without the enough people watching. Couldn't have done it. Just couldn't have. You blew away expectations. And quite honestly, I think Twitch agrees with you. It's that's how we made the mark, so to speak. That's how we got the check. Check, please. Kind of thinking of the new feature on Discord. Oh yeah, the new feature on Discord. Yeah, you can watch YouTube videos together, which is nice. It's there's many opportunities for everybody to do that on any Discord server. And speaking of Discord, we have been doing making a few changes on Discord just to make things a little easier and a little better for people in organizing what's happening and where it's happening. Not always easy, especially as the Discord server grows, whether or not it scales. And I feel that it has worked out very, very, very well. So thank you. Thank you for being patient with Discord as well. No problem. I'm not BC. All I am is one of you. I'm just like you and Royal Nomi. Although I only have one of me. I don't have a Royal Nomi. My wife does not do anything with anything that I do at all. She's not been a part of, she's come onto the stream sometimes, but she's definitely not a part of MakerDeck. So thank you. Thank you for saying that. That means a lot. If you never got a 3D printer, there'd be no Maker. That's true, big fan, but see, that's the thing. You never know how one gesture is going to influence another. You just don't. So I'm glad that people latched on to the crazy idea. Thank you, BTW Scotch. Thank you. Hopefully you enjoy it. It's all makers. It's basically, at this point, it is wall-to-wall makes and makers and helping makers. That's it. That's what it is. There's nothing less than that. I think the most active channel is probably the tech support channel, which goes without saying. So that's what I've thought about launching a tech, a tech Discord server. But it just depends. We'll see how it goes. I'm casually working on the YouTube channel, the tech YouTube channel. I uploaded one video today, and it just did not track well at all. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is not gonna happen. So I nuked it. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting rid of it. So I'm happy to say that things are going well, or well enough. Things are normal.
Just resubscribed for 13 months. Congratulations to MakerDeck for reaching partner. You all have done excellent with it, and here's to the future. Stay alive.
Thank you. Thank you, Stay Alive 7. Thank you, fellow Star Wars fan. I got a few Star Wars things to showcase too, by the way. I got a few things to showcase. I know you can't necessarily stick around, but see, we knew with MakerDeck, we knew it was possible, but we also knew it might not be possible. So we knew, we watched, Amish Ace got partner, Stay Alive 7 got partner, a few other folks got partner in our circles. It's just like, wow, okay, well, let's hope we are able to do it too. We were holding our breath, and I'm glad we did, because it wasn't a sure thing. It wasn't a sure thing. It was not, we were not a shoo-in. Thank you, BC. Thank you. It's taken time. We went through a list of thank yous earlier on the MakerDeck stream, and we're just getting started. Like I definitely want to do more. Liz wants to do more. We want to do more more live shows, more programming, if you will, more engagement. And I feel this is it's a shot in the arm that we didn't have, being able to achieve partner. It's a good feeling. It's a really good feeling. And I sit there and I'm saying, well, I'm a partner, but I didn't earn it the same way that other partners do these days. I was legacy partnered, but this partner is this achieving something with a new channel like that is just it's fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate your support. We do. It's not, trust me, it's not just me. We went through the list of thanks. It's a mile long. That's why we were very careful. I'm like, we don't want to leave anybody out. And I've been prone to saying, look, contributions are never going to be equal, ever. Like, there are certain people who are going to have to spend more time on something. There are certain people who are going to think about something. Like, I can't expect everybody to talk about MakerDeck all the time. I certainly did a lot more in the beginning. I've tapered off, certainly, because MakerDeck's got its own thing. And will continue to do so, because I'm Chris Perillo, and I got many things, including Star Wars things that I want to showcase. It's an opportunity that I'm glad we took. It wasn't even a risk, took the time to do. And everybody who helped fill in those blanks. So I wouldn't expect everybody to do what I do for it. I wouldn't expect everybody to do what Liz does for it. I wouldn't expect anybody to do what anybody else does for it. So any contribution is never seen as compared against another. All contributions are going to be, by their nature, imbalanced. So every contribution matters equally.
Creative
That's what I'll say.
Bear 3D just gifted
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Creative Bear. Very appreciated, especially to Radar Cornflakes. You can see so much for the brand. Live talks, printing going on in the background. Well, stay alive. We've been doing that. We've had, and this is a part of changing the expectations. We've been experimenting. Liz and Zombie Hedgehog go live at least once a week and do that. They chat and they talk and they do updates on makes. I want to do interviews with fellow creators and fellow makers, including yourself, Stay Alive 7, or just Stay Alive, Stay, Mr. Alive, because you make too. You 3D print too. So I feel that that would be my contribution to live programming or live shows on MakerDeck beyond these fun streams, because I can't. Where else am I going to showcase awesome Star Wars things? I've got to get to the Star Wars stuff. I've got to. I know I do. The Z and Z. That's right. No problem, Stay Alive 7. Expect to hear more. The thing that I'm throwing out there is what I would like to find is someone to help me, not produce it, because I feel I can produce it, but help line up the guests. It takes time and energy and effort and eyeballing. That's the thing I would hope to be able to find before starting. It would be incredibly helpful. Hello, Chunks. Good to see you again. Did I already talk about how the new iPad has USB-C but only supports first-gen Lightning connector Apple Pencil? Really?
No more 3
What?
just resubscribed for 22 months. Hello, everyone. Hi, Chris. Perillo,
Thank you.
Perillo, hello, Perillo, hello, Perillo, hello, Perillo, hello, Perillo, hello, Perillo, hello.
Thank you. It's very appreciated. No more 3. Appreciate your support immensely. I did not talk about that, but I had no idea that Apple was... Really? So it only supports first-gen Lightning connector Apple Pencil. That's kind of... Are they trying to push more? They're trying to push more people to the Pro. I can't imagine anybody buying a basic iPad, though, like a general iPad, thinking they're going to use an Apple Pencil. So that doesn't surprise me on one hand, but it's still a little on the other. They sent it with a Lightning to USB dongle. Well, hey, you could use it for something else, I suppose. Oh, hey, yeah.
BC_2_3D shared X200.
Thank you, BC23D. It's very appreciated. Nick over at Polymaker says, I think the programming is a great way of development for MakerDeck. It is. So I'd like to start interviewing people once a week in the maker community, or even beyond even if people just make, and they may not be that includes people who do stuff with Lego, people who just do things they do crafting, and they may not stream on MakerDeck. They may not be a regular part of our core, the group of people that we kind of get to know, because a lot of us 3D print, to move beyond just the 3D printing conversations. That's what I'd really like to do. And I think we have an opportunity to do that in interviewing. Plus, I love talking and I love interviewing people, for sure. Royal Nomi says, message me what you need help with lining up guests. I'm free all day. Are you serious, Royal Nomi? I'm serious. Because I'm serious. I need, like, there are certain people I'm like, hey, could you coordinate? I think these would be good people. Who else would be good people? Could you line up those people? 3D Printy!
3D_Printy shared X1000.
Thank you. Thank you, 3D Printy. Very appreciated. We earlier today we had when we rolled out the announcement. I think we got to a level 12 hype train on MakerDeck. It was crazy. Okay, Royal Nomi, I'm writing this down. I'm writing your name down. You are officially on a sticky. It is I will ping you. I mean, it's not time intensive. It's just the coordination that it would be very helpful because I know it's like, then I have to make sure I coordinate schedules. And if someone drops, then I have to do this and they have to make sure they're there and this works. And it's just like, just a little guidance, a little, hey, could you ping so-and-so? Hey, could we line up such and such? So that way we have a calendar of events, basically. Like, that way we were out by weeks. Okay, on this weekend, on this time, we're interviewing such a... It's just easier to promote the content ahead of time. And there's only so much one person can do. I know what I do well. I'm an advocate. I know what I don't do well. I'm not an operator. If you ever ask me to do operations, things are going to blow up. Seriously. I mean, I screwed up with MakerDeck the other day. I mean, I didn't screw up, like, royally, but, like... I don't do well with operations. It's not my bailiwick at all. I'm an advocate. I'm the moron who comes up with these bozo ideas.
_Bear3D just gifted 1 subs.
Thank you. Appreciate that gifted sub and for the 1,000 cheer 3D printing. Oh, level 2 hype train. Hey, you can interview your... Yeah, exactly. I do that, big fan. And I'm not trying to minimize MakerDeck as saying it's a, crazy, wacky idea. But in the beginning, it's just like, this sounds like it might work, but is this crazy? Is it just crazy enough, right? Just a silly idea. And it turned out to be something very serious. So I'm not minimizing what MakerDeck is by saying that. I'm just saying that some of the best ideas start out as ideas that you think are just crazy, or nutty, or cuckoo, bozo. So anyway, I'm an advocate, great advocate, horrible operator. There's a reason Liz does what she does well. And if the moment you have me do something operational, I drop the ball. I admit it. I drop the ball operationally. I do. It's very difficult for me to manage operations given everything that I have to do. Royal Nomi made a sticky. You did. Hey, Skep, thank you for the congratulations. And Polymaker, you are correct. You did believe in MakerDeck from day one. We did list your name as thanks tonight as a MakerDeck supporter. And continued supporter as we begin to push through with the mom program and beyond. I'm dripping beer. I hope everyone's got a drink. Oh, I've got a drinking problem apparently. You just downloaded iPad OS? Really? I'm gonna wait until it's final. In fact, I'm very nervous about Ventura. I'm very nervous. I'm the reimagining of the control panel or the system preferences. I'm concerned about because I use it every day to fix another macOS problem. So hopefully either they fixed that macOS shortcoming with adaptive sync and external monitors, or it's easier to manage with Ventura. I'm nervous. I'm really concerned. Stage Manager, I feel, is they shouldn't have hung their hat on it, honestly, because a lot of people are underwhelmed on the desktop on macOS, and you should see all the people who are talking about Stage Manager in social media. The people who love Apple and the iPad are like dragging, and I mean dragging Stage Manager, dragging. They hate it. They absolutely hate Stage Manager because it's buggy. The software just doesn't work. What have I been saying for years? iPad would be great if the software just worked. And now their tentpole feature, they can't. So I'm nervous. I'm very nervous about what Apple's doing with system preferences because I use it. Oh, God. Please don't suck bad. Please don't suck worse. On the Mac, it's better. I think it was built for the Mac, but they're trying to backport it to the iPad OS, BTW. I haven't tried it yet. I don't know if I'm a use case for it. I'll be interested in trying it on the Mac. I don't have an iPad anymore, so I will not be trying it on that, though. I'm very happy, very well served by my Samsung tablet. Very much so. Like, very much so. Extremely satisfied with the Samsung tablet. In fact, I've said this before. I feel the Samsung tablet is exactly the way that people want the iPad OS to work. Only a matter of time before someone figures out how to run Mac OS on an iPad. I think it's a matter of time before they move it. I don't know when, but that would be interesting. I mean, they're trying to bridge both worlds, and I just don't feel they're doing a great job with it. But it's Apple. Apple's making its own decisions. They need to make their own decisions and figure out their own direction. But iPad OS is not for me. And trust me, I tried. Not for me. All right, I got some Star Wars stuff now that Stay Alive 7 has fallen asleep. This is the haul from Entertainment Earth. You can bang Earth here in chat to get the discount. Use the Chris P code to save 10% on all in-stock products if you are interested. You're filming your stream with the 7 Plus, you'd never know. That's what I'm saying, Alien Industrial. You feel me? M2's overkill for iPad OS. Crack Pyrex, you're asking the wrong guy. I'm like, could I take advantage of it? Sure, but not with that operating system. Nope. It's not the hardware that